right, hey, what's up, everybody? It's Sam, and thanks for watching my guitar and gear channel here on YouTube. Well, today is New Guitar Day. A couple videos back, I talked about a pretty disappointing experience I had going into Guitar Center, because one of the things I've been doing over the past 3 years is buying a new guitar over the summer, just for fun. This may be the last year I do that. I think my wife told me that. But anyway, I kid, but I think it's kind of a fun thing to do over the summer. And so two years ago, I got my Epiphone 339. Last year, I got my Epiphone Les Paul Special. I decided to not go Epiphone this year, but I went to Guitar Center because I wanted to see what they had in stock. And I talked about in the last video. You can see that in the cards here. But I thought I might want to get a Fender Players Series Telecaster. They had the three-tone, sunburst ones, and I was pretty disappointed with all of those when I went in and saw them. One thing though that I wasn't disappointed with is I grabbed the next guitar that was right next to them was a Squier Classic Vibe three-tone sunburst Telecaster. It was just a great guitar, and so I was really wrestling, like, do I want to go Fender and go with a name? Do I want to go with Squier? There were 4 things about the Fender guitar that just kind of irked me and turned me off to the Players Series Fender guitar. Number 1 was the fit and finish of it. The satin neck that's on the back of those Players Series guitars. For the 2 that were in there, it felt like... Okay, so here I have this guitar with me right now. This is my Bullet Strat by Squier. It also has a satin neck, but listen to it. Like it's kind of like, it feels dirty. Like someone's been playing it with dirty hands, and then it's just gross. That's kind of what it felt like. It didn't feel like my satin neck on my other Squier guitar is real smooth. And this one's not. It gets dirty and gets gross and gets sticky. I have to like clean it off. That's what it felt like. It may have been that these guitars have been sitting in Guitar Center for a while and got dirty. I don't know. But the neck did not feel great on either of them. The fretwork was awful on both of them. There was fret sprout all up and down both sides of the fretboard. There was buzzing when I played it all over, and that could just be like neck setup, that kind of stuff. Who knows? But there was also, the frets were super scratchy all over. Now, if you're gonna pay almost $800 for a guitar, my expectations going in are that stuff's gonna be solved at the factory. They're gonna figure that out before they ship it. So I was really disappointed. And then I picked up the Squier guitar, and it had scratchy frets because I think, any guitar sub $500 is probably gonna have some of that fret finish wear that needs to be done. But an $800 guitar, you're gonna want to have that done. So the Squier guitar had that, but every other QC quality control issue with the Squier guitars was not the same as the ones with the Fender. So I decided, instead of buying it from Guitar Center, because who knows who's gonna be whatever with that, I went to Sweetwater because I love those guys. They do a great job, and I bought myself the Fender. No, I didn't buy the Fender. I bought the Squier guitar, and actually I already unboxed it, so forget about that. It's right here. This is the Squier Classic Vibe 1960s three-tone sunburst custom Telecaster. This thing is a beautiful guitar. Oh my goodness. And it is a heavy guitar. This comes in at 8 pounds. So this thing is not exactly light for a Telecaster. It actually feels really good. It's not as heavy as my Les Paul, but it's good. And plays awesome. There are 3 things that need to be done with this guitar before it's perfect. Thing number 1. This Indian Laurel fretboard, you can see that, needs to be conditioned big time. It's dry. Look at that. Pretty dry. So I need to condition it with some Dunlop oil, but we can do that. That's a piece of cake. Number 2, you can hear this. those frets need to be polished. They are a little scratchy. I think a lot of these guitars have that issue going on with them. And the $800, $900, $1,000 Fender guitars had the same issue with them. So I don't know what they're doing in the factory these days, but they are not polishing the frets. So they're all scratchy. Gotta love that. The other thing is just a kind of a dumb thing. This came with 9 gauge strings. I am an 11 gauge string player. So I go to bend, it's like, what? Holy cow. They're just too light. That's a preference thing. That's not a problem thing. But otherwise, this is an amazing guitar. I mean, look at the double binding on it. That's beautiful. Love the color. The pickups are great. I'll play a sample here in a second. The tint of the neck, it's glossy, but it's like a polyurethane glossy finish, but it's not like too sticky. That's great. It's actually better than the satin finish on those other Players series guitars because it's not dirty feeling. They even went so far as to put like a little walnut plug like they do with the American stuff. I mean, it's super good. I love it. I've already been playing it for like a day and it just sounds great. My other Tele has the Texas Specials in them, which are super loud. So when I played it up against that one, I was like, whoa, these are a little quieter, but they're a little more vintage sounding pickups. So they're going to be quieter. They don't have as big output. I think these are like 6 something in the output. That one's like 10. So of course it's going to be louder. It's going to be more aggressive, but love this guitar. Here, I'm going to stop talking, play some sound samples for you. to tell you that playing 9s when you've been playing 11s is really tricky because you want to dig in, but you just can't because it goes out, like it bends out of tune a little bit. And when you want to like really press hard or bend, it's like relearning how to play something. So it's playing softer on 9s, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to replace the strings on this with 10s or 11s, not sure, probably 11s, because that's what everything else is. It'll feel a little more comfortable then. But yeah, this guitar sounds incredible. It sounds really good clean. It sounds great with some overdrive. Loving it. So this is going to be definitely playing a lot of, using this to play a lot of stuff coming up here on the channel and on my Instagram stuff. So get ready. All right. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, you know, all the things. All right. Talk to you later.